Hi, let's learn how to do scientific notation. Okay, so first thing first, I want to make it clear the comma and the period are different when you're writing math number. Comma, it just basically make the large number easier to see. So for example, like this humongous number, right? To see it clearly, you just put a comma in between. So this is like a couple gazillions, really big number, right? When you have a decimal, that just means it is the number that is less than. So for example here, 1.000, right? That is just one. That is one. It does have full significance figure though. That means it's really sure it's one, right? But if you say 1,000, that's a 1,000. So completely different thing. Make sure you careful about using comma versus period. Period is a decimals, and comma just make the number easier to read. In fact, you don't really need to write the number. If you write 1,000 like this without the comma, that is fine too. Okay. All right. So let's talk about scientific notation. So you can go ahead and read it. If you need to pause it, go ahead and pause the video and read it. I'm gonna move on. Okay, so for example, this really, really big number that we see at the beginning of the sessions. How do you write this? Okay, so here is how you do it. First, you look at it. That is really, really big. So you look for the decimal. There's no decimal. You always start from the end. And you move until your number is between 1 point something to the 9 point something. So that means 1.000 something to 9.9999 something. Okay, so I'm gonna move it 1, 2, and then just count it when you do it. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Yeah, that's 13 right here. 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. So you can see here how many places it's moved. It's moved 23 times. So after it's moved 23 times, what did you get? You actually get 6 point, because decimal is now right there now, 0, 2, 2, 1, 4, 0, 7, 6, 2, 1. That's what you have. And then now you're gonna say time, and then you're gonna say time 10, what? Well, 10 to the number of time that you have to move. So how many times did we move? We just counted earlier. It's 23 times. Now I'm gonna teach you how to tell the difference between positive exponent and negative exponent. Positive exponent is when you move from the really, really big number to the small number, right? So for example, look at the original number. Is the original number bigger or smaller than 6? Original number is bigger than 6, so therefore this is a positive exponent. So that's how you can tell, okay? All right, hopefully that makes sense. Let's move on. Okay, see here, I already have it. And in this case, it's just rounding. So in this case, I decided rounding to full significance figure. So that's why it's look like this. Or I'm using a different number. So yeah, this number is different from this number. But anyway, all right, let's moving on. Let's try this one. How do we do this one? Well, you do have a decimal. That's a good news. We're gonna start from there and then we're gonna move. Remember, you stop when you get a non-zero number in the front of the decimal so that you have a number between 1 point something and 9 point something, right? So we're gonna move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. I'm gonna stop, okay? Now, again, I'm stopping there because now you get 1 point something to 9 point something number, because what you get is 5.67, okay? Notice that you didn't keep going. If you keep going, you're gonna have 56.7 or 567. That's not it. You want to be in between those, the 1 and the 9 point something, right? So that's what we get. And we're gonna say time 10 to the, I have forgotten how many I counted. I believe it was 19. Let me count. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Is it right? I counted 16. 2. Yeah, 16. So we're gonna say 10 to the 16, right? You want to say this is 10 to the 16 because I moved it 16 times. Now here's the thing. What is original number? Original number is small. It's a 0 point something, right? It's a small number. Now we're at 5 point something. So that means my exponent is negative, okay? So the way that you can tell, that's how you tell, basically, okay? All right, so hopefully that makes sense. Let's move on. Again, right there, all right? So that's how you have to write it, okay? So hopefully that makes sense. This is how you're gonna write it. Now I can also show you how to write it backward. So which I didn't show you in here, but let's try to write it backward. Okay, let's try to write it backward. What if I give you scientific notation and I want you to write in the like a bigger number, the expanded number. So let's try to do that. So let's see. When I say 3.24 times 10, right? Let's say 10 to the 8. Again, I'm making these up, right? And versus, let me change the color. So I'm gonna have like 2 different things to compare to. So let's say this is 4. Let's still use 3. Actually, I don't like that. So 3.24 times 10 negative 8. Okay, so let's see what did they look like. So I want to do the negative one first because we just started with it. So since it's negative, my answer has to be smaller. Okay, it's gonna be smaller. So how we're gonna write it is this. So we're gonna move the decimal. So we still have 24, right? We're gonna move the decimal from the 3. So since my decimal, my exponent is negative, my answer is gonna be smaller than 1. So that means I'm gonna moving the other way. So that, yeah. Actually, my screen flicked. So I guess it's this way for, actually, yeah. I don't know. It still look like it's pointing the wrong one. Yeah, it's always seems to be pointing this way. But anyway, it want to go the other way. Okay, so what is this gonna to be is we're gonna say 0 in the front. So we just has 3. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right, and then you gotta say point and then 0. Okay, that's pretty much how you do it. So again, if you're wondering, literally what I did was I moved the decimal from here to the 8 space. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Right there is a decimal. Right? Okay. Now I just make it hard to see, but that's what it is. All right, let's try to write the other side. 8 space also, but in this case it's a positive. That means my number is bigger than what it is. So that means instead of 3, it's now gonna be like 300 or 3,000 and stuff like that. So we're gonna move 1 place, 2 place, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I moved it 8 place already. Okay, let's see if it really 8 place. Take a look. Originally was here, so we move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now notice that I don't really need to put the decimal here, like a decimal. The reason I don't need it is because it's a 3 suffix and it should still be 3 suffix. Same here, it's 3 suffix here, it is still 3 suffix. So it doesn't really change the number significance figure. Okay, so hopefully that is helpful. I will see you in the next one.